What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's live stream. The topic today is getting more customers for your business. But even before we get down to the nitty gritty on why I chose the topic and give you my insight on why it's so important to getting more customers for your business, regardless if you are starting your business, you are struggling in your business, or even if you are thriving. The overall concept of getting more customers for your business is extremely important. But before I get started, I wanted to introduce myself. My name is Eric B. Horn, and I am the founder of Eric B. Horn Career and Business Solutions, which is a career and business development firm based out in Chicago, Illinois. I've been in business for a little over a decade. So, when it comes to business, of course, I humble myself and I don't know everything when it comes to business, but being 10 years in business, I've seen a lot, I've done a lot. I've had victories, losses, and still to continue to have a variety of both as I continue to strive in my overall business. So, the purpose of this live stream is to give small business owners a better understanding when it comes to the realness of entrepreneurship. It's not just the stuff that you see on social media, all of the sexy, this is what you need to do to look good to get you a Lambo or to have a business out on a yacht. No, if you were looking for something like this, you may want to click the X button on your browser right now. I'd rather give you uh, the victories, but even more importantly, the pains and the challenges and the mistakes that I've endured. So you can take that information, employ that into your business. And when it comes to mistakes, you won't make the same mistakes that I've made. And when it comes to the overall victories, it can be stuff that you can add to your toolkit. So when it comes to getting more customers for your business, if you are an entrepreneur, you understand how important your customers, clients, however you want to call them, is. They are the lifeline of your business. However, there are two things that I always see when I actually coach entrepreneurs. The first one is the individual that's striving and in some instances struggling to gain more clients because they're more focused on the fulfillment side of things, regardless if it's a product or a service, and they start to lack when it comes to creating a machine of leads or potential clients so they can always bring more in. Or you have an individual, and I don't understand why businesses do this. You have a business owner that get to the point where they've seen enough success where they start to not deem their clients or their customers or even getting more customers as important. They really don't use that as a sense of urgency until they get to the point where the well starts to dry up, right? But based off of my experiences and some of the things that I've seen with some business owners, attracting new customers is crazy important, right? If you don't have customers, do you really have a business, regardless if it's a product or a service that you have? And don't be in a situation where you feel that you just need to go after customers when you don't have any more. No, this should be a consistent activity on what you need to be doing and a consistent growing activity within your business. Now, if you're starting out, I can understand that you may be using grassroots strategies and techniques or whatever have you. However, as you continue to gain traction, as you continue to gain momentum, as you continue to make some moolah, right? You want to make sure that some of that money is pushed back into the business to gain more clients. In the simplest form, I always ask my clients, okay, how many clients do you have? What did you do to get those clients? What did you do to successfully get those clients? Okay, put more money behind that while you continue to research, test out other avenues. And testing those other avenues doesn't necessarily mean you have to shell in a lot of money. You may have to shell or invest in some money when it comes to the process of getting more customers. You don't necessarily have to break the bank. And that's one of the things I'll talk about later on in this live stream is when it comes to the concept of putting money behind your business to gain more clients. Because one of the things that I'm seeing with a lot of business owners, based off of what they see on social media or what they see from the success of other business owners. They're putting in a lot of their money into ads, but they're and hoping that the ads will do the work for them. But little do people understand that the money that you put in to these ads, if you don't do the prerequisites, if you don't do the background work to get to the point where you know for a fact that you have a great product or you have a great service, because you can put all the advertising money into anything, but if it's trash, people will click to it, they'll get to it, but then once they buy it, if it does not fulfill or if it doesn't solve the problem that your client may have, they'll never do business with you again. And even more importantly, and this is one of the things that some business owners, even myself, made the mistake is if I didn't fully take care of my clients, a potential client or a client can make you or break you. And that's the thing people really don't understand, especially in this day and age when it comes to reviews. You always have word of mouth, but you can, someone who has a lot of followers or someone that has a large group of individuals hanging on their every word, they can destroy your business by just putting their overall experience. So it's people are even more accessible to even making or breaking your business if they are not served at the highest level. Now, every potential client or particular client, you do have some garbage clients out there, right? You have some tire kickers and you have individuals that want so much more out of you than what you guys established. But as a business owner, if you allow that to happen, it's your fault as the business owner. Like it was my fault when it got to the point where I just let uh, customers use and abuse me and didn't set a certain tone in the very beginning to say, here are the boundaries, here are the parameters, this is what you paid for, this is what we are going to agree on, and this is what I'm going to deliver to you, right? I'll talk about that at the end of this live stream. But the main thing is when it comes to getting more clients is how you are positioning your business, aka how are you marketing your business. Now, social media is like the wild, wild west nowadays because you have people on one side of the coin that's dancing and singing, not knocking anybody that does that because that's entertaining. But when you're dancing and singing, are you displaying your expertise and how you can solve that particular person's problem with your product or your service? So it's all about how you position yourself in the marketplace. And sometimes how people make the mistake of not getting new clients because they feel, and this is a old and tried and true uh, myth in a sense, that some people, even to this day, feel that their product is for everyone. But for anyone that's looking at this live stream or will look at the rebroadcast of this live stream, if your business or if you are positioning your business to serve everyone, your business will not serve anyone. You have to be very specific on who you want to serve based off of your product or service. And that's where the background piece is going to take place. What type of research are you putting together? What type of insight do you have on your target market that gets them to the point where you know for a fact that your product or the service that you have will ultimately solve the problem that they're having? One of the things that I'm doing just to, re-strategize my marketing is I need to have the understanding of, is my overall marketing getting into my target market's head as the overall solution? And after doing some research, no, it's not. So I need to rebrand myself to reposition myself in my business to make sure that I am without a shadow of a doubt, I am the solution to that particular person's problem. Once again, I'm not focusing on a large gambit of a clientele. I'm focusing on a small niche group. And having a small niche and redefining and retweaking your niche could be the one thing that would unlock you getting a total amount of customers, because marketing is more surgical than anything else, especially in this day and age, because people, your competition, excuse me, your potential clients have more options. In some instances, they have more options at a lower price point, right? right? Because sometimes people feel that as they lower their prices, the lowest price is going to win. But no one, you really do not differentiate yourself by being the lowest price with your competition. Now, one way to definitely differentiate yourself from your competition is being the highest price. And I would opt on being one of the highest because that creates a larger value that you're going to bring to your customers. And that's something that you would want to highlight as you talk to them. You're going to get tire kickers. You're going to get people that are looking for the cheapest solution. No harm, no foul. But for anyone looking at this live stream, and if you are a business owner, the individuals, and you probably experienced this also, the individuals that are looking for the best deal is the worst client. They're mooches. They want everything that they can for a smaller price. And that can bring a lot of stress. That can bring a lot of unliking to the individual because they are literally draining you. Those aren't the type of clients that I want you guys to get. I want the individuals that you feel comfortable working with that will actually pay your premium, whatever that is. In this day and age, regardless of people are going through the recession, they're going through inflation and things of that nature, there is still a subgroup of individuals that will pay your high rate. So what do? Do you go through the masses and do your best to filter out those individuals, or do you surgically and specifically target those particular individuals? I would hope you are looking at this and saying that you would rather surgically target those individuals. And the best way to do that is actually targeting, which is something that a lot of business owners do not do to get more clients for your business. So what is targeting? Targeting is look at, as the best example I can give you for targeting is look at your clientele as a dartboard. So when it comes to targeting, you want to focus on the bullseye, and having that bullseye is knowing their pain points, knowing their demographics, knowing their psychographics, and also know the best way to actually promote to them on why you are the best solution for the problem that they are having. It's not about pushing out there to the masses. The best way to gain customers should not be just spray and pray. You want to strategically, through research, and some of this research you may have to pay somebody to get, because that's what I had to do, because my overall research when it comes to my demographic was limited to a certain extent. Now, I mean, that's no harm or that's no knock to me, but I knew my limitations were only to a certain point. So I had to I had to invest some of my money in finding someone who can actually do the surgical research that I needed to make sure that, based off of my target market, specifically recent college graduates, what are their pain points? What are their problems? What is the psychographics and the demographics? Thus, I can actually target these specific individuals, because I knew for a fact once I got this information that the way that I need to market and research to recent college graduates is totally different on how I would research someone who's been a professional for the past 5 years, for the past 7 years, or the way I market to an individual who just started their business and how I specifically talk to them will be totally different from someone who's averaging 6 to 7 figures in their business. The overall talk, the overall language, the overall how they just show up in their business is different. So I had to actually get all that information and specifically drill down and target to these group of individuals. So then how my message to them was different, how the ads that I put out via Facebook, once again, I just didn't put anything together and then just had Facebook do all the work. I did all the work in the background when it comes to specifically and surgically targeting that specific group of people. So once I created my ads, when I created the flyers, when I created the overall products and services, I knew for a fact that here's a product or service that I know for a fact that will solve the problem that you are having at this given moment. Thus, surgically targeting these individuals created a floodgate on how I'll gain overall customers. Okay. Um, another thing, another way how you can create influx or get more customers in your business. It's how you ultimately treat them once you get them. I treat this concept or the concept as how people, when they go out and date, you know, if guys see that girl that they want, or girls they see that guy that they want, they will put forth a numerous amount of time, effort, and energy on doing whatever they need to do to gain the overall awareness, the interest to them, where it gets them to the point where they gain interest in you. But once you get them, you forget to do the same things or you forget to do not only the same things, but also elevate the things that you did to get their overall attention. And this is basic customer service 101. I always tell people you would want to treat your clients, or you would want to sell something to someone the same way you would want them to sell to you. It is very funny in this day and age how people will treat their clients like crap, but get attitudes once they get the same type of energy, they get the same type of service based off of what they need in their life. It doesn't, I mean, it's mind blowing to me, but you have to ask yourself, how are you treating the current customers that you have? Are you treating them like royalty? Are you treating them and serving them at the highest level? Because how you serve them will get back to other individuals. Like I said before, when it comes to the concept of reviews, word of mouth, and how people can distribute information in this day and age, it only takes a couple of bad reviews to kill your business. One or two, because you can't always satisfy everyone. Let's just keep it real. But if you get a consistent amount of bad reviews, or people are bad mouthing your business because your business customer service is horrible, you will be a fool thinking that you're going to gain any new customers for your overall business. So how you treat these individuals are very important, and always follow the golden rule. This is what human beings, and specifically when it comes to business, you treat your business clients the same way you would want you to be treated. Bottom line. So, guys, if you had any other questions, comments, concerns based off of some of the things that you can do to get more customers, feel free to shoot me a DM, or you can email me at info at ericbhorn.com. I hear all the banging upstairs, so I got to get up there and cook my daughter some dinner. Even though I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a father, I'm a husband. Uh, I'm her butler, actually. That's why I wear these ties and things of that nature. But thank you guys for your time, effort, and energy. But you have to understand, when it comes to getting more customers for your business, you have to look internally. And what I mean by internally is internally in your business, and looking at some of the things or the potholes or the gaps that you have in your overall business. Once again, if you think that your product or service will serve everyone, you're kidding yourself. You have to do your due diligence and make sure, based off of your target market. And if you don't have a target market, you need to go back and define what that is. But go back to your target market, figure out what their problems are, figure out what are some of the possible solutions, do the surgical and detailed research so they feel like that you are in their head and you understand their problems a lot better than they do, because you are the solution to that problem based off of your business. You follow those easy things, you will get more clients for your business. Once again, this is Eric B. Horn, and I'll see you on the next live. Later.